In Ukraine tonight, officials are claiming new gains against Russian forces, even as Kremlin soldiers are unleashing new drone attacks. CNN's Ben Wiedemann has our report from the war zone.
Ukraine's much-anticipated counteroffensive now well into its fourth week. The front lines ever more intense. But the gains so far are small and incremental. Ukrainian forces are pushing forward in the south, liberating just over 150 square kilometers. That's only 60 square miles. But as Ukraine advances, the country's deputy defense minister says Russia is stepping up attacks in the east. The enemy is trying to force our troops out of their positions, but is receiving a worthy rebuff, she said in her latest update. On several fronts, Russian forces are managing to move forward. Now on the offensive in the town of Svatove in the Luhansk region. Back in Moscow, Russia's military leaders continue to project strength, even after the recent mutiny by Wagner mercenaries.
These plans failed primarily because the personnel of the armed forces showed loyalty to their oath and military duty. The provocation did not have impact on the actions of the groupings of troops. The servicemen courageously and selflessly continued to solve the tasks assigned to them.
Russia's assault on Ukraine also continues further from the front lines, hammering civilian infrastructure. Monday, 4 Russian drones were launched at the northeastern city of Sumy, hitting 2 residential apartment blocks and a local administrative building. That attack killed 2 people and injured at least 19. Rescuers are determined to quickly clear up the aftermath. Just as Ukrainian forces tell CNN, they're determined to keep inching forward. Just to put in perspective the challenge facing the Ukrainian army, today we heard from the spokesman for Ukrainian forces in eastern Ukraine on national TV saying that along the eastern front, the Russians have deployed 180,000 troops. That's more than twice the size of the entire British army. There are 50,000 Russian troops alone in and around the town of Bakhmut. Alex?
A considerable force. Our thanks to Ben Wiedemann for that report. And now to a new and exclusive CNN interview with Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky. He spoke at length with our Aaron Burnett about the Russian mutiny, the state of the war, and the prospects for peace. Listen to Zelensky linking a potential end of the conflict to the fate of Crimea and discussing his recent talks with the head of the CIA.
We cannot imagine Ukraine without Crimea. And while Crimea is under the Russian occupation, it means only one thing: war is not over yet.
To be clear, in victory, in peace, is there any scenario where Crimea is not part of Ukraine?
It will not be victory then.
I know the U.S. CIA Chief Bill Burns has come and visited you regularly. He was here recently. What did you tell him about your plans to take back territory in the counteroffensive?
To be honest with you, I was surprised to see the information in some media, both in the U.S. and Ukrainian and European media. My communication with the CIA chief should always be behind the scenes, and the media attention because we discuss important things, what Ukraine needs and how Ukraine is prepared to act. We don't have any secrets from CIA because we have good relations, and our intelligence services talk with each other. I don't know what were other contacts. I don't really remember which media I read it in. The situation is pretty straightforward. We have good relations with the CIA chief, and we are talking. I told him about all the important things related to the battlefield, which we need.
And you can see the full interview with President Zelensky on Aaron Burnett out front on Wednesday night at 7 Eastern right here on CNN. Let's get more on all this from a former National Security Council official, retired Lieutenant Colonel Alexander Vindman. He joins us now from Kyiv. Colonel Vindman, thank you so much for joining us. You heard President Zelensky saying there that his talks with the CIA Director Bill Burns should remain behind the scenes. But what message do these in-person meetings in this moment, during this counteroffensive between Zelensky and Burns, what message does that send to the Kremlin?
Thanks, Alex, for having me, and happy Independence Day. We're 7 hours ahead. Well, first, I I've met with a large number of officials, and they're all deeply frustrated that our government apparatus leaks like a sieve. This is a constant theme. The Ukrainians have been doing an excellent job of maintaining operational security, keeping their secrets close, but also.
All right. It appears that we have lost Colonel Vindman there. We're going to try. Oh, no. Colonel Vindman, can you hear me?
Yeah, I got you loud and clear.
All right. So what message do you think this meeting between Burns and Zelensky is sending to the Russians?
Yeah. First, let me pass deep frustration from the Ukrainians for what a U.S. government that seems to leak like a sieve. That's coming from a lot of reporters. But the message that comes through is really that this is a razor's edge. What's happening on the battlefield is a razor's edge between success and failure, that the Ukrainians are burning through enormous amounts of ammunition and that they need additional support. This was never going to be an easy operation. This was going to be a months-long struggle to liberate territory, deplete Russia's forces like they did last year, and then after that, achieve some territorial gains.
And those officials,
the way the Russians are going to interpret it is that the U.S. is there to support them.
The officials that you've been speaking with over the past few days in Kyiv, how do they think this counteroffensive is going so far?
They're still cautiously optimistic. I think they're also frustrated. That was the interview with the chief of the general staff, Zaluzhny, about how there is misconceptions about this war, how quickly it should happen. The expectation is like U.S. military defeating the Iraqis in Desert Storm, that it's like some sort of lightning strikes. That's not what this war is. This is heavy formations, very fortified positions, and this is always going to play out over the course of months. So there's some frustration that there's a misperception about how quickly this is going to go. At the same time, there remains cautious optimism that the Ukrainian armed forces will achieve their operational objectives when all said and done by fall, and be in quite a good position to compel Putin to the negotiating table or mobilize, which is extremely dangerous for him.
We are just a few days out from a NATO summit. Ukraine obviously has designs on eventually joining the alliance. What are officials there telling you about their immediate hopes for this summit in terms of commitment and that timeline for joining NATO?
Well, the population overwhelmingly supports NATO. There was a recent report where almost 90% of the population supports NATO. I think the leadership is a little bit cautiously optimistic. I have come around 180 degrees from being deeply reluctant about Ukraine joining NATO during the war. But at this point, I see no other choice. Joining NATO would basically put an end to Putin's indefinite war, perpetual war, with this idea that the longer he waits, he could wait out the West. It is a good idea. There's a right way of doing it without precipitating a broader confrontation. There's absolutely a path to Ukraine joining NATO, but immediately they need ammunition, they need ATACMS, they need planes, and they need continued support for a months-long campaign to wear down the Russian army.